And welcome to Flow, and joining me on the line, it is great to be chatting to her, folks. You've been hearing the sound of her beautiful voice on a song called The Burning Kind, but we want to know more about her. I'm joined by Olivia Little. G'day, Olivia. How are you today?
Good. How are you going?
Doing very well. We love your song. We love your voice, and you must be pretty happy with the way it's been received as well, because I understand it's done very, very well.
Yes, no, I'm really excited that it's, gone out and, it's getting a lot of airplay. It's being played on all the calls radio stations around Australia. I'm really grateful and, it's really exciting.
Well, that's jolly good to hear, and you deserve it as well. It's a great song, and you've got a great voice. It's a bit of an unusual voice. Was it, you've always had it that way? When did you discover that you're this wonderful voice that you've got?
So I guess I sort of started singing at the age of around 6 years old, and I just used to get these melodies and, just pieces of lyrics together, just when I was going to sleep and stuff, and I started writing them down, and then I started dancing at the age of 4, so yeah. I've always had that passion for music, and then I expanded on it, at 6, I was singing around constantly. And then, my parents they finally let me get singing lessons at the age of 8. And I did that. And then I just never looked back. And I guess I've just developed my craft over all the years. And, I started gigging at the age of 13. So I guess I've just always loved to perform and loved to, write music.
And how does your folks in that feel about where your current success and where you're sitting at now? Are they thinking, yep, those singing lessons have paid off, or are they thinking, I don't know?
No, they're really supportive. They support me through everything. They've always been supportive throughout my whole dancing, music, and they're definitely thinking, well, it's paid off, especially since now that I'm, making some charts, and, it's really, really exciting.
Well, they got bragging rights now, that's why. So.
Yeah. But it's good. I couldn't ask for better parents. They've always allowed me to, follow my dream. Yeah. They've done a lot of they've made a lot of sacrifices, and so I'm really grateful.
Well, good on to your parents as well, and they've done a fantastic job with you. Well, Olivia, you're a muso, and the last sort of 12 months haven't exactly been flash for muso, so how have you coped? Have you been doing okay? You've got through things all right?
Yeah, so look, like every muso out there, obviously live gigs were cancelled last year because of COVID, so it was quite tough, not going to lie, but, at least we're coming out of it, and I started gigging again December last year when obviously the lockdown eased. So it's just getting back into it all. But a lot of weddings and stuff got postponed. Yep. But I just managed to use the time to just finish my EP and just work on my craft and my songs. Also now I'm rehearsing more with the band because obviously our tour got postponed because of COVID. So I'm working with them currently to just work on redoing the tour just around, your main points of Australia. And so I guess it was a bit of a blessing because I had that time to slow down because I was so, constant gigs, constant events. Now I just had that time last year to, just really focus on my craft and, perfect it more. So there's always room for improvement, as we all know. So it's good, but, got to count your blessings that, we are able to perform again live because, the music industry definitely did take quite a big hit.
They certainly did. Now, Olivia, you've got what I would consider a legendary voice, and tell me how you managed to link up with the legend that is Mark Pettitt.
Okay, well, I still can't believe that. That was really exciting. So what happened, he just got onto me through Michael, and he just loved my voice. He loved my, writing style and, just the way, I storytell and things through my music, and he wanted to work and produce some more tracks with me. So that's all in the works at the moment. hopefully we'll get those tracks on the EP album that comes out mid-year. But other than that, he's awesome. He's so skilled and talented, and we're just sort of waiting because obviously he lives in, he doesn't live in the same state as me, so he'll be flying down once COVID sort of eases, and then we'll get together working again. So it's good. It's really exciting, and I still can't believe it. I'm really lucky.
When I saw that, I thought, I've got to ask you because, we know about his legend with Cold Chisel and NXS and AC/DC and others, and the time that you've already spent with him, what was it like? Were you sort of trying to just learn anything you could from him, that you were sort of waiting on every word, and that what was the relationship like with you, and how did it work? What was the dynamic?
Yeah, well, so I've only managed, because obviously COVID, I've only talked to him over the phone and stuff, just because we can't start working together yet, because obviously we live in different states. But look, just talking to him, I've learned a lot already. He's really, he's amazing at what he does. The songs he's, produced and the artists he's worked with, they're just incredible. Yeah. And I'm so excited to see what we come up to together, and I'm so excited to see what he does with my music. So it's really exciting, and I'm looking forward to it.
All right, I'm looking forward to heering the results as well. Now, you said that you're working on an EP together. That'll be out mid-year. So what else is going to be happening for you this year?
So other than the tour that was postponed last year with my band, we're trying to work out, because obviously there's so many capacities with live music venues, so we're just trying to work out when the best dates are and when we're allowed to, get more more audiences and stuff. So we're just waiting to see, but a tour will definitely be this year with the band. Also the EP/album will be out this year. So it's all happening. It's exciting.
How many tracks are we going to get on the EP, or is it going to be an album? You're saying album, so I'm kind of thinking you're leaning more towards that than an EP.
Well, I'm sort of unsure myself. I guess, I want it, whatever I put out, I want it to be, 100%. I want everyone to enjoy it. So I'm sort of leaning towards 8 songs, but then again, I've got a lot of other works as well. So I'm just sort of waiting and seeing.
Olivia, 8's not far from 10, and 10's an album. So come on, give us 2 more. Come on.
But you got to keep them keen.
Yeah, well, that's true. So what are we going to expect on this EP/album? Is it more of what you've done with the song The Burning Kind that we're going to hear in just a sec, or are you taking us on different directions? Tell us more.
So I will be working on, so the songs that will be out, it'll also have my single that was released last year, Walking the Sun. Yep. It will also have my COVID-19 tribute song, thanking frontline workers. It will also have a lot more music, and songs that, are sort of that similar vibe and storytelling and, with that emotional message. That's what I like to write about,
Yep.
So it's sort of similar, but then again, it's also got more of a twist with some other songs, but all I can say is wait and see.
Okay, well, hopefully I'll be chatting to you about that when it does get released and it's out, because I'd like to explore more about that and with your writing and all that. So hopefully we'll get to do that by mid-year, and you can tell me more about that experience and the time you spent with the legend that is Mark Pettitt as well.
Yes, thank you so much.
Well, Olivia, it has been great chatting to you. Thank you so much for spending time with us today on Flow. I know you've got to get back. You're at uni, and I've taken you out of a very important lecture, I am sure.
No, that's all right. Music comes first.
Olivia, good luck with everything. Hopefully we'll be chatting again soon. Thank you so much for spending time with us today on Flow, and if you could please introduce your song for us.
All right, so this is The Burning Kind. Enjoy, guys.
Laugh, the burning kind. It can break you into pieces. It can leave you far behind. Where do we go? Where do we search for the right kind? A love that holds you in everything's gone. Love, the hurting kind, it can scar you, leave you blinded, forever trying to find it. Where do we go? Where do we search for the right kind? A love that holds you when everything's gone. If we fall and there's nothing to stop us from trying again, I'll soften the heart that counts at the end. A love without an end. The darkness I once felt makes me wanna laugh again. Now that I know how to love somebody by and help them through their pain if ever they fall. If we fall and there's nothing to stop us from trying again, I'll soften the heart that comes at the end. If you're gone, I won't be here. I'll be gone with the wind. If it ends and we're not there, I'll try again. I'll try again. If you look into my eyes, you see what I can find when I'm with you. This freedom that I feel, it's all because of you and what you do, and what you do. Love, the burning kind, it can break you into pieces, it can leave you far behind. Where do we go? Where do we search for the right kind? A love that holds you when everything's gone. If we fall and there's nothing to stop us from trying again,